Good morning, everybody. It is a wonderful day. y'all, how are y'all doing today? Y'all want to know why I'm so happy today? Because Pastor Franny and I was up all night, and she is tired, and I'm not. Look at her, she can't handle it.
Man,
She can't handle it. You tired, huh?
no,
Go to sleep.
no, I don't.
Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Together in Marriage Tuesday. I am Pastor Nick.
And I'm Pastor Franny.
She's sleepy, Pastor Franny, this morning.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Call those things, not as though they were.
Anyway, today is Together in Marriage. Oh, I got Marketplace Monday up there. Look at
that. So who's asleep?
I was not asleep.
I'm busy bothering me.
So how y'all doing today, everybody?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. We're going to talk today about how to honor our wives. How we should honor our wives. Give me 1 second. I gotta change this little thing here. Why is it doing that?
Supposed to be captions, dear.
I'll just put that. Okay. So last week we talked about honoring the husbands. So this week we want to continue talking about honor. And this week we're going to talk about how we honor our wives. So I want to thank everybody for joining. Let's do a couple of shout outs. Look, we're going to have a little fun today. So if y'all are all wound up or stressed out, you're on the wrong show. We're going to have some fun today because I'm in a joking mood. Good morning, Natifa. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, David. Good morning, Harry. Good morning, Miss Turner. Good morning, Brenda Jackson, Amanda Grace, Lakeisha, Shanika, Toya, Madeline, Annie, Miss Donzie, Rita, Tifa, Kim. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So we don't have a lot of men on today, but we have a lot of women on. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say because we have the YouTube channel, so I can't really see everybody. So anyway, for the men today, we're talking about, and listen, ladies, I mean, y'all can always take this and send it to your husband. So today we're talking about how do we honor our wives? How do we respect our wives? I think the first thing that we need to get a revelation of is how important, how vital, how essential our wives are to us being the men God has called us to be.
Amen.
I think that's number one. I think we start right there and we make that our baseline. If we get out of this man thing about that, we're the head and we dominate and we rule everything, and without us, we're the straw that stirs the drink and all that. And we realize we are all of that, but it takes our wives in our lives for us to be all that we've been called to be. And it takes us in their lives for them to be all God's called them to be. And at the end of the day, the simple truth is 2 is better than 1, and a threefold cord is not easily broken.
Yeah, the man's the straw and we stir the drink.
Oh?
Yeah. It's true.
I'm a straw.
Yeah, be still because I'm not stirring you right now.
All right. So let's look at 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7.
It says, in the same way your husbands must give honor to your wives. Treat your wife with understanding as you live together. She may be weaker than you are, but she is your equal partner in God's life.
Your equal partner
in God's gift of new life.
Amen.
Treat her as you should, so your prayers will not be hindered.
Treat her as you should, so that your prayers are not hindered.
So that shows right there that we're stirred.
Yeah, well, that part is really irrelevant. I mean, I hear you. Mm-hmm. I get it. Mm-hmm. The greater part is he's telling us to treat our wives with honor and with respect, so that our prayers aren't hindered. Right. He's telling us that it takes unity. He's telling us it requires respect. Yes. It requires love. It requires honor for our prayers to be answered. So how do we do this? The question today is, how do we show our wives honor? How do we show what is the functional part of that? Number one, the number one thing we hear in most marriage counseling sessions is husbands do not make time for their wives.
Right.
So I would say the number one thing that you could do for your wife to show her honor, to show her respect, is to make time for her. What I mean by that, don't make time for her just to have sex with her, to have physical sex with her. See, we're real good to make time when we want to have physical sex. But what my wife taught me a long, long time ago, sex starts with intimacy. And intimacy starts way before the physical act of sex ever happens.
That is intimacy, spending time with her.
Right. But I'm saying, well,
they need that before sex.
Right. So to me and to men. Mm-hmm. So let me help you.
Right. I know
when you say the word intimacy to a man, he's thinking about holding your hand. He's thinking about buying you flowers. He's thinking about rapping to you. That's intimacy. Sex is in the bed under the covers doing the wild thing.
Intimacy is that too.
Right.
And intimacy basically for a woman.
Right.
Is how you treat us and how you spend time with us, how you not always bringing us. So you bring something and you don't really care. We know you really don't care about being with us. That gift means the gift. I'm talking to you.
Bro, talk to
the gift doesn't mean.
I know what intimacy is. I don't need
yes,
you to tell me.
I have to give you that.
So anyway, we're just having a little fun today. Do not be too busy for your wife.
Amen.
Don't be too busy to listen to her. And remember this, men, this is another big problem we have. We feel when our wives are talking to us, we have to solve all the problems that she's talking about. Sometimes our wives just want us to listen. They may just want us to listen. It is crucial to understand that your wife is a key part of your life, right? And you should also receive she should also receive pure and just unadulterated attention from you. It's got to be more than just sex. Matter of fact, if you want the bedroom to be good, focus on hearing your wife, listening to your wife, honoring your wife, having intimacy with your wife before the bedroom, right? And this will allow the bedroom, we're not going to get into the bedroom, but this will allow the bedroom to be much better. And it will also allow your wife to feel, number one, heard, right? It'll allow her to feel respected, and it will allow her to feel honored. Like you honor what she thinks. You care about what she thinks, right? If you want her to love you unconditionally, if you want your wife to love you unconditionally, you need to honor her by making time for her. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. It might be difficult, right? You might have to spend some hours with her. You might have to listen. Sometimes my wife and I, we go places, we travel places, and it's just, a drive so I can listen to her. And let me tell you, I get tired of listening to her sometimes.
Hey.
No, the reason why I get tired of listening to my wife sometimes is because I am that person who always feels like I got to fix everything. Right. So I got to focus on the fact that she's not telling me to fix everything. She's just talking to me. And it's hard for me sometimes because I really, really feel like that. Another thing, guys, I know this is a struggle for some of y'all, but, we can do things around the house. When we make a decision to do some things around the house, it really demonstrates to our wives that we love them, that we respect them, that we honor them, that we don't just look at them as Mary maid, washing our clothes and washing our dishes and fixing our food. Last night we got home and my wife and I had been gone all day. We were at the church late. I worked all day. She worked all day at the church. And then we had more things at the church. And, we got home and we decided, we didn't want to eat out. We're cutting back on our eating out. And then when we got home, we didn't really want to make a big meal. So it was just a small meal we were going to make. We got in the door. I know she was really, really tired. And I asked her, I said, hey, man, you want me to we're going to have sandwiches. I said, you want me to make the sandwiches? And she's like, no. I said, all right, I can make them, right? And I could sense she really didn't want me to make them, right? You wanted to make them.
because you asked.
Right. But because I asked, right? And I was sincere about it. I know you. I wasn't just blowing smoke. I would definitely, so you want to go get in the bed and I'll make everything and, I'll bring it up and serve you, dinner in bed.
You just said a major word there. Leadership is servant leadership.
Right.
To the wives.
Right. Also, another one that I was really, really bad at, guys, watching chick flicks. I learned to love Sabrina. I learned to love, my wife's hopeless romantic movies that she likes to watch. Even when we go on trips now, like we go to New York City, we're going to go to New York City in a couple of weeks. We'll lay in the room in the hotel and watch a chick flick, and then we'll go out on the town. She likes to do that. So whatever she likes to do, now she likes this new thing now called, was it Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not watching people cut people open, and so
you can't handle it, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But anyway, understand what she likes. Maybe she likes going to a movie. Maybe she likes going to eat. And we were talking about this with a couple yesterday. My wife and I actually had a dinner date at McDonald's the other day. We literally went to McDonald's together. We got in the car. We both wanted McDonald's. We hadn't had McDonald's in a long time. And we went to McDonald's and we actually had a date there. We sat at the table. We ate together. We talked. We laughed. And then we went home and it cost us about $16, I think.
A fraction of the cost.
Yeah, 60. I mean, we normally spend $100 every time we go to dinner. It costs us $16. So again, guys, and this is for my men. Don't feel this pressure to take your wife to all these expensive restaurants. I'll tell you another thing for my guys. This is for my guys. Another cool thing to do with wives. You don't have to take your wife. If you don't have a lot of money, it's something you really could do, and it's almost as nice to take her to dinner. Take her for dessert. Take your wife for dessert. Sometimes I take my wife to Maggiano's, and we just have the little dessert tray, and it's like $16, and we don't. We drink water with dessert. So, we just go sit at the bar and we have a dessert tray and we drive all the way there. We talk, we sit, we eat our dessert together. We talk some more, right? Then we come home. It's almost like a dinner and it's under $20.
Well,
what I'm saying, don't cheap out on your wife. I'm not trying to give you an out to be cheap, but I'm just saying if times are tough, it is a tough economy right now. I get it. I understand it. So I'm just telling you different ways you can do it.
But question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What if their husbands don't care? Just don't talk to them at all. Don't care really about what they're feeling.
Then if you got a husband that don't care, he's not intimate. He doesn't do any of the things I just talked about. Pastor, how do I get him to do them? Do everything I just talked about for him. Wash his clothes, do his dishes, do everything that he wants you to do and do it with the joy of the Lord. Honor him, love him, admire him, encourage him, lift him up. And let me tell you something. That love will break through all of that. Let him know every day you love him. Let him know every day you love him. Do it out of your heart. Do it because you love him. Do it because you love God. Do it because you want your marriage to work. I have seen God change people's hearts that I personally thought would never change. People I thought in my mind, I had written them off in my mind. And I've watched miraculous turnarounds. God can do all things.
Yes, he can.
Lastly, as I close, believe in her dreams, guys. Listen to her dreams. This is something I did really, really bad with my wife early on. And I've tried to get better because I just I'm a visionary. I have a lot of vision. But guess what? She has a vision too. She's getting ready she's actually done with her first book. We're getting ready to complete it. It was a dream of her, something she wanted to do, something God put on her heart. And I'm excited about it. I'm so excited about it, right? So buy into her dreams, right? Understand the things that she wants. I guess my whole point, real simply, guys, is for our wives, the way that we honor our wives, the way that we love our wives, the way that we respect our wives is to include our wives, to make our wives part of our lives, make our wives part of our everyday walking around lives. Amen. We love you. We love you. We love you. I hope that you enjoyed everything today. Sorry that we were a little bit silly, but that's just how it be. Anyway, love you guys. Until tomorrow, Pastor Franny saying, enjoy life.
And good night.